Hello, I am the Witch of Jasmine and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a pick a card for what you need to know for the month of August. And here we have Halen. She wants to be a part of today's reading. Alright, Halen, can I start shuffling? Oh, okay, give me a second, guys. Alright, let's get started. Hey, Halen, are you... Don't eat the flower. She keeps trying to eat the rose. I don't know why. Today she's just decided she wants to eat it. Hey, don't eat that. Alright, I hope you guys don't mind. She's gonna help me shuffle these out because she doesn't want to move. Alright, so... Oops, there we go. One, two, there we go. Thank you, Halen. I appreciate it. Three and four. All right, let's turn these over and see what we've got. What does that say? Oh, chaos. Chaos and conflict. Sorry, I'm not always good at reading upside down. All right. Number 2 is poised. Why is this not focusing? There we go. Number 3 is loyal heart. All right, and then number 4 is time for a nap. All right, and then let me go get some crystals if you prefer to pick with crystals. All right, so we've got red jasper, amethyst, black obsidian, rose quartz. So I'll put those up here. All right. Go ahead and take some deep breaths. I'll give you a minute to decide which one you are feeling the most drawn towards. Of course, if you're drawn to more than one, that's totally fine. You can watch as many of these as you'd like. All right, I'm going to get started with the readings. Of course, you're more than welcome to pause if you still need more time. But I have timestamps in the description. Go ahead and I'll see you at your reading. All right, for chaos and conflict, let's get into your reading. Right off the bat, a little concerned for you guys if that's the one you were drawn to, but you know what? That's totally okay, because if you are having Oh, there we go. If you are having some chaos and conflict in your life, let's figure out how to navigate that. So as I'm shuffling out these cards, I invite you to take some deep breaths to ground yourself and center yourself. Let's move on to the shadow cards. Find out what's going on for you this month of August. There we go. Oh, that was very intuition based. Sometimes I pull cards mostly that are like just the ones that fly out, but sometimes I just kind of get them more in an intuitive way. All right, let's take a look at our tarot cards, see what's going on. So we've got the World. Oh, wow. Okay. The World. King of Pentacles reversed. The Fool reversed. Queen of Pentacles. Nine of Swords. And Three of Wands. Okay. So, I mean, right here we've got the World that is, that does look good above this Queen of Pentacles. The World, of course, if you don't know, it's about the end of a big chapter, the end of a very big, long thing. And with Queen of Pentacles below that, I mean, that's definitely, you might be feeling very stable with that. Pentacles is associated with the earth element, so that's usually, you know, concerning more material things like money, or maybe you're in a stable job, or your mental health is more stable right now with this. And I mean, we have an upright world, so definitely coming to a pretty clean end of something. So I think this chaos and confusion, I think that's more so about going forward here, which I should say real quick. Sometimes my readings are chronological, sometimes they aren't. These ones are definitely looking more chronological. So that means this happens, then this happens, then this happens. And with my chronological readings, you can just place yourself in this timeline. Because it's a general reading, everyone's going to be in a slightly different place. So just put yourself wherever you're at. Anyway, so end of this big chapter. Things are looking good. Then we're moving on to here. It's like after that, you might be feeling more King of Pentacles reversed, which similar to Queen of Pentacles, but it's, oh, Halen's back. King of Pentacles reversed is somebody who is very, oh gosh, scared of letting go, scared of sharing his things, because he's worked very hard to accumulate the things that he has, that he's scared it'll go away. He's scared that he'll make a mistake. Sorry, she's just chilling here now. She just sat down, so she's joining us. Anyway, and I mean, here with this Nine of Swords, that's pretty clear. Nine of Swords is all about fear. I'll show this to you up close. It's all about anxiety. Halen. Halen, you're making this chaotic. Okay. So I think even though like you did end things and at some point were very stable and like things were good, moving on from that, you know, you ended up in a place, or will end up in a place, whatever, where you're just very scared of losing it. you're scared of giving too much away, so you don't give anything away. You're being overprotective of it. You know, you maybe scared to spend money, so then you don't spend anything. Things like that. But really the root cause is this fear right here. Oh my gosh, sorry. This reading really did end up being a little chaotic. Hey, Lynn. Hey, Lynn. So, and I do want to emphasize with this, it's not necessarily anything to do with like bad intentions. It's possible that you are just coming off, or you could be coming off as like stingy or greedy or paranoid, but it's not really with any bad intention. It's just this 9 of Swords, right? So that means going forward, going on to this next chapter here, we've got the Fool, right? Which I should mention really quick too. On my YouTube channel, recently I've been putting up a whole bunch of shorts, which are just, little videos that really go in depth with each of the cards. So I do have, at this time, I do have one about the Fool. So if you're feeling particularly drawn to the Fool, or just want to know more about it, or about a bunch of other cards, I highly recommend you take a look at that. But anyway, the Fool reversed is about going forward onto this next chapter a little recklessly. We have this 3 of Wands here, which is like in the story of Wands, Ace of Wands is about starting something, getting, the spark of an idea to start something. 2 of Wands is about planning that thing. And then 3 of Wands is about really taking first steps forward, right? So I think this is just a bit of a warning that if this doesn't really get resolved, then these next steps forward are going to be a bit reckless. They're going to be kind of going in blind, like with this Fool card here, he's very close to the edge of this cliff, and he's kind of just like frolicking along, not really looking at what's ahead of him, right? Because he's too busy thinking about all of these other things, which in this case might be this King of Pentacles. Oh my God, there's a cat hair over here now. This King of Pentacles and the 9 of Swords. The fear of this getting taken away. Either taken away, or just maybe there's a part of you that thinks, what if that was the peak? What if that's just as good as it's going to be? I'm not going to get that same success again. So I'm going to pull another card to get a little more insight about maybe what you can do to relieve some of this stress. How can we relieve that? What can you keep in the back of your mind? Oh, 8 of Swords. Okay. So 8 of Swords, I have to really show you this in order to fully explain it. We have this person here who's, tied up, not in the best situation, kind of a scary situation. But if you'll notice, she's tied up, but the rope looks loose, right? I mean, she can move her hands and her wrists. It's not like they're completely bound. And she also has this blindfold on, right? So this card here is telling you that whatever this situation is, there is something that you can do to get yourself back to this success, right? To make sure that this next chapter here will be similar to this again. And you might be paralyzed, in a sense, by this fear. Like you feel like you're tied up by it. But really, what you have to do is take this blindfold off. And you can, right? Because your arms aren't, like, yes, there is rope, but it's very loosely tied up, right? You still have more agency, more power than you think you do, right? And it's just important right now for you to take that blindfold off and look at what is going on and figure out, how to get a good footing of where you're at, a good direction, a good path forward to try and recreate this. So I actually want to pull one more card. I'm trying to end on a more positive note. Let's pull one more card. What do you need to see? What is it that you're not seeing when you take that blindfold off? What are you going to see? Four of Swords. There you go. Four of Swords is about rest. I think you do need to take a step back, clear your head, maybe take some time away from this situation to get a new perspective, ultimately. I think all of this worry is kind of causing you to overthink things for this month of August. To help relieve some of this and try and get back to this is what you want to do, right? Take off that blindfold. Remember your power. Remember your agency, right? Because you have more than you think, to help you find that solution. And it looks like that solution is going to, I don't know if the solution is to rest and take a little step back, or if resting and taking a little step back is going to help you find your solution. Which I would guess, just looking at these, I think planning, organizing is going to be anything that really, I think, makes you face these things head on will be the most helpful for you right now. So, all right, that was quite a lot to get through, but this definitely feels like kind of a pivotal time for you. So, and yeah, this reading definitely was kind of chaotic. So I guess I want to say I'm sorry, but I guess that's just how these things go sometimes. But I really hope that this helped you. I hope it gave you some sort of clarity and some perspective. But I'm wishing you a lot of luck. I believe in you. Of course I believe in you. But if you have any questions about this, or if you'd like any part of this clarified, please let me know. You can leave a comment, or you can just reach out to me, whichever you prefer. The best place to reach out to me is on my TikTok at The Witch of Jasmine. I also do have an Instagram account at The Witch of Jasmine, if that's more accessible for you to reach me. It's a very small account. I don't love Instagram, but I'm on there for you guys. It's a way to reach me. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye. Hello. All right, let's get into our Poised reading. Let me move that more. There. Oops. Okay. Oh, we got Halen. She's crawling around still. When I was doing my other reading, the last reading I filmed, she was playing. I had the crystals off to the side with the cards, and she kept playing with them. But anyway, as I'm shuffling, I invite you to take some deep breaths to ground yourself. We're finding out, what do you need to know for the month of August? What is going on in your life? How can we navigate this best month? Oh, there we go. go. Sorry, I like really have to sneeze all of a sudden. Let me just at least shuffle this out first. There we go. Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh. Okay. There you go. All right, let's take a look at your cards. We've got the Emperor, the Hermit reversed, Seven of Wands, Knight of Wands, Temperance reversed, and Ten of Pentacles reversed. Okay. So before we really dive into this, I do want to say I've been putting out, sorry, she was walking all over here, now there's cat hair everywhere. Recently I've been putting out a whole bunch of YouTube shorts that really are just, short little videos that go in depth with each of the cards. I already have a bunch of them out, but specifically in this reading, I have the Emperor, the Hermit, and Temperance out. So if you're feeling particularly drawn to any of those cards, or if you just want to learn more about them, or if you just want to learn more about any of the cards that I have up there, I highly recommend you go check those out. So first of all, Poised, what is that about? That's about being poised and ready for what's coming. I think you have kind of a busy month coming up. So usually when that card comes up, it's about just kind of preparing yourself to embrace or deal with whatever's coming up. So let's figure out what that is. Starting off, we've got the Emperor above the Knight of Wands. That's a lot. So Knight of Wands is, I compare him to like star athlete energy. He's somebody who, with wands, that's associated with fire. So that's all about creativity, going after your dreams, working hard, having this like fiery passion, And Knight of Wands is exactly that. He's somebody who is working really hard, working every day, and with this like fiery passion to make whatever it is that he's trying to happen. He's very focused on that goal. He's very ambitious. So having the Emperor above that, the Emperor is all, he's the archetype of a father. He's also very connected with Aries energy. You can see the rams around him. So he's very in control of what he's doing. He's a leader, kind of a dominant energy. I think, whatever it is you're working towards, I think you've got a great energy to start off with. Yeah, that's awesome. But moving on to here, we've got the Hermit reversed above Temperance reversed. So I think this is some things that you could work on to really keep this energy going. So that's two things. Number one, the Hermit is isolating a bit, taking time for yourself, doing inner reflection, all of that. So when it's reversed, it's kind of after that. It's like, okay, you've had some time to think, you've had some time to look inside yourself, reflect on yourself and your past and all of that. So when it's reversed, it's like, all right, let's move on. Come out of our shell. Let's move on to the next thing. Let's get back out there in the world. So also means you've probably done enough self-reflection at this point. It's now time for you to just move on. And if you do any more self-reflection, it might end up being more of a hindrance than like actual help. So then Temperance reversed below that is, Temperance is all about balance. So having it reversed, being out of balance. So again, I think this is kind of just more so saying that you've, again, done a lot of self-reflection, done a lot of the inner work, isolating yourself. Don't be doing too much of that going forward. Focus more on these outer things, what's around you, just putting in the work. You might have a tendency to kind of be like, oh, well, maybe I should fix this, or maybe I should do that, or maybe just kind of overthinking it, getting into that analysis paralysis, right? I think you're better off just being more balanced, meaning that you're better off focusing more on the outward things, not so much inward, because you've done enough of the inward. You know what I mean? So lastly, over here, we have the 7 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles reversed. 10 of Pentacles reversed is always kind of a frustrating card to see. It's broken dreams. It's stuff that you wanted to happen that didn't. Things that you wanted to work out that didn't work out. But we have that as the shadow cards, which if you're not super familiar with my readings, these represent your inner world. This represents the outer world. So inside, you might be feeling this, maybe a fear of whatever this is not working out, or things haven't worked out in the past, so you're kind of feeling like, well, why would they work out now? But either way, this is all internal. This is all inside your head. It's not necessarily reality, right? The reality is the 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands, again, the same Wands energy, that creation, that passion, that drive, that working towards something. 7 of Wands is about defending that, right? So it's about, I mean, we see this guy here who's like holding this stick, or, you know, the wand, in a defensive way, right? So what you need to defend is, again, kind of going back to here, defending from yourself. Don't let yourself get too in your head. Don't let yourself get distracted, or don't let the negativity get to you, you know, because I think it's going to come more from just a place of fear or insecurity. You're going to have to fight that off. That's not easy, I get it, but just remind yourself, you're in control with this whole thing. That's what this Emperor is telling you. Maybe you feel like there's a lot of things that are out of your control, and you kind of just have to hope to get lucky. No, we want to, I mean, especially if you have any Aries in your chart, really tap into that Aries energy of, yeah, well, I want this to happen, so it's going to happen. And I'm going to work as hard as I need to get there, you know? Again, don't let yourself get so wrapped up in that, well, maybe this, you know, maybe I need to change this. Maybe if I look at it from this perspective, well, maybe if I do this and this and this. Again, a little bit of that is helpful, but you don't want too much. You've done enough of that. It's time for you to really step out of that. Because, I mean, this Poised card, it's coming. Whatever it is that you want, it's coming. You better get ready. But yeah, I want to pull one more card. Actually, I don't know why I want to pull one more card. I just kind of want, I just feel like I should. Usually when I pull another card, it's because I have a question to ask, but I don't know. I just feel like I should pull another one. Eight of Swords. All right, there you go. This one's always a little harsh to hear, but see how we have this figure here who is like tied up with these ropes, you know? But they have this blindfold on. right? So they're tied up, but it's very loose, right? You can see that they, their hands and their wrists are free. They just are having a hard time seeing that. Okay, sorry. My battery died. I don't know why. It just drained really fast for some reason. So anyway, and then my cat walked all over this. So anyway, getting back into the reading. The Eight of Swords here is meant to encourage you. It's meant to tell you, whatever happens with this, again, it's actually kind of a callback to the Emperor. It's about taking that control back. Because even though it might seem like you are powerless in this situation, or you need just a stroke of luck, or you have more power than you think you do. So whenever this worry starts to come about, it's the Seven of Wands that I want you to keep in the back of your mind. Because the only one who's trying to tear you down in this situation is you. I'm also noticing in here there is a lot of light. I'm noticing there's this light coming from here, this light from the wand, this light coming from the Hermit. Yeah, I think it's just kind of showing that, because the light in this Hermit, it represents wisdom. The Hermit is using this light to, lead him through the darkness. You use your own wisdom to lead you through life. So I think that's just kind of represented here, how you can use this inner part of you as a way to fuel your fear, or you can use it to motivate you. I think that's what that means. But the Emperor here, he's holding, and this doesn't usually represent light, but the way I'm seeing it in this reading, he's holding this light. He's in control of it, right? Okay, I think that's about it. If you have any questions about this, or if there's any part of this that you'd like clarified, please let me know. You can leave a comment, or you can just reach out to me, whichever you prefer. The best place to reach out to me is on my TikTok at The Witch of Jasmine. I also have a little Instagram account opened, also at The Witch of Jasmine. I don't really like Instagram. I only have it just as a way, if it's more accessible to you guys, you're more than welcome to reach out to me on there. So I'm wishing you a lot of luck. Good luck for the month of August. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye! All right, let's get into Loyal Heart with the Obsidian. As I'm shuffling out these cards, I invite you to take some deep breaths to ground yourself and center yourself. There we go. We'll find out, what do you need to know for the month of August? There we go. Oh my gosh. These are just flying out at us, huh? A lot of energy. Actually, so far, I've done those other two readings, and definitely seems like a lot going on this month so far. Very energetic. There we go. All right, that came out nice and fast. Let's dive in. So for our tarot cards, we have, if you already saw them, Nine of Wands reversed, Three of Swords, the Hierophant reversed, Two of Cups, Knight of Cups, and Three of Cups. This reading, right off the bat, sometimes my readings are chronological, sometimes they're not. This one definitely looks like it is chronological. So that means that this happens, then this happens, then this happens. So it looks like you maybe recently, but just sometime in your past, maybe you're going through it now, I don't know. There's definitely some heartbreak going on. This reading definitely feels very relationship based. It doesn't necessarily mean a romantic relationship. This could just be like a friendship or something with a family member. But just for simplicity's sake, I'm going to speak as if it's a romantic relationship. So we've got this 9 of Wands above the 2 of Cups. 9 of Wands reversed above the 2 of Cups. If you're new to my readings, these shadow cards here represent what's going on in your head, in your inner world. And these regular card, I don't really have a different word for these, but these cards up here, they represent what's going on in the outer world, generally. So I think with this previous relationship, I think it was a relationship where you felt pretty good about it. 2 of Cups is not necessarily just about a relationship, but it's a very balanced unity. I think you felt very connected with this person. You guys complemented each other really well. Just generally a really nice connection. You felt like you fit together really well and this person fit really nicely in your life. But we have this 9 of Wands reversed. So I think even though you might have felt that way, I think just in reality, it wasn't meant to be. But I mean that in the sense of, with the different suits in tarot, they go from ace to 10. Right? So 9 is being really close to that perfect 10, that happy ending, but it's just not quite getting there. And when we have it reversed, it's something, I don't know, I'm just specifically getting the vibe with this, that it's something that was good, but just not it, and it was never meant to be it. And again, specifically with 9 of Wands, there's this feeling of burnout, exhaustion. Maybe that's what the person on the other side was feeling. Maybe that's what you were feeling deep down. What I'm trying to say is that really at the end of it all, this was a relationship that was not bad. Certainly, obviously, you or the other person, but I'm assuming you felt good in it, but it just wasn't quite it. It just wasn't quite there. It wasn't really end game. I think it kind of served its purpose and then it was time to move on. So then, over here we've got 3 of Swords above Knight of Cups. 3 of Swords is it's heartbreak. It's exactly what it looks like. It just feels like being stabbed in the heart 3 times with 3 very big... My voice keeps cracking in this. I'm so sorry. I don't know why it's cracking all of a sudden. I don't know. But we also have the Knight of Cups below that, which is interesting because Knight of Cups is one of my favorite cards. He is someone who is so... with Cups is about your emotions, right? Very watery, associated with the water element. It's about your emotions and feelings and intuition and all of that. So Knight of Cups is somebody who is very in control of his emotions. And specifically, he's someone who is really able to give love and support as well as receiving love and support. He's very good at both of... I swear it keeps cracking. Jesus. He's really good at both giving and receiving love and support. So I think it's just saying with this heartbreak, as difficult as it is, I think you did / are doing / will do, depending on where you are in this timeline, a really good job of handling it, you know? Because there is no like good, perfect way to handle heartbreak. It just is what it is, you know? And I think that comes with a really good balance of, you know, feeling your feelings, but not dwelling in them for too long, reaching out to other people for love and support while also giving yourself love and support, you know, all of these things. So I think, I don't know, it looks like you're handling this as well as you possibly can. So that's good to see. And then over here, this Hierophant with 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups is kind of cute here. 3 of Cups is the friendship card. It could also just refer to like community, you know, just people around you that can give love and support. I mean, based on this Loyal Heart card, it tells me that what it is that you're needing this month is to have somebody who is loyal to you, you know, while you're kind of going through this time of moving on from this, healing from this. And I mean, not even that any of this was bad, but just from the heartbreak itself. I think having people around you, friends around you, community around you is who's going to really pick up the pieces here and really help you out with this, help you get through this heartbreak really well. But it's interesting we have the Hierophant here because having that reversed is all about being unconventional, you know, going down the unbeaten path. Is that how you say that phrase? Going down the path that's not beaten. Why am I suddenly blanking on that? But anyway, so I think here, if you're looking for these people who will be loyal to you, and I do want to emphasize I'm not talking about a romantic relationship here. This is definitely friendship and community and things like that. Looking for that like really good support. I think it's actually going to be something a little unconventional. I don't think it's going to be, maybe it'll be somebody who you don't typically go to or you aren't typically close with, that just for some reason or another you'll grow closer together with all of this. They'll really be there for you like that. Or if you're looking for people who can be that kind of support for you, looking in places you haven't looked before for friends or community, might be helpful for you. I keep forgetting to mention this, but I've been putting out, side note kind of, I've been putting out a bunch of YouTube shorts recently in this past month where I've been going through you know, just short little videos that go through each of the cards. So I do have one about the Hierophant. So if you're feeling particularly, why am I stumbling with my words with this reading? Jeez. If you're feeling particularly drawn to that card, or you just want to know more about it, or really any of the other cards, highly recommend you check that out. But yes, the general idea is that non-traditional, unbeaten path type place. I think that'll help you find this. So, I'm sorry you went through that heartbreak. That really sucks. But if it makes you feel any better, I think you're going to get through it really, really well as you possibly can. And there's certainly people around you or will be around you who will help pick up the pieces, help you get through it. And I also want to emphasize, obviously this is a general reading, but what the cards are telling me, it doesn't look like this relationship was like bad. I think it just... Actually, why don't we just go ahead and pull another card? What can we... Just something to describe this relationship. Why is it? 3 of Cups. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I think whatever it is that was missing from this relationship is what you will find here. Maybe there was a level of friendship or loyalness here that you need from others. I don't think it's a romantic thing or a maybe compatibility thing, but I think whatever that person was, whatever was going on with that, it's not what you need right now. What you need is this. Maybe you were kind of hoping that at some point they would give that to you, but I think, this heartbreak is just a way to really find the things that you really need. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that this reading gave you some clarity. I hope it helped you out a bit. Again, I'm sorry you're going through this. I have faith in you. I'm sure you will turn out just fine. And I don't know, this kind of looks like one of those breakups, heartbreaks, whatever, that you'll really end up much better on the other side. So I'm rooting for you. If you have any questions or if you'd like any of this clarified, please let me know. You can leave a comment or you can just reach out to me, whichever you prefer. The best place to reach out to me is on my TikTok at The Witch of Jasmine. Or you can reach out to me on my Instagram, also at The Witch of Jasmine. I don't really post, I don't really like Instagram. I'm trying to build it, because I want to be on there in case that's more accessible for you, if you want to reach out to me. So it's a small account, but it's me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye. Hello. All right, let's get into time for a nap. That sounds really nice. All right, let's get our tarot cards. Sorry, I've got my cat Halen. She's sitting right here, just out of frame. And she looks so sleepy. After all these readings I've done, she looks so tired. She's just looking. Anyway, as I'm shuffling out these cards, I invite you to take some deep breaths. To ground yourself. While we find out, what do you need to know for August? What is going on for August? There we go. Oh, there we go. And there we go, nice and easy. All right, let's dive in. For our tarot cards, we have Two of Pentacles reversed, Strength reversed, Nine of Cups, another Strength reversed, King of Wands reversed, and 10 of Pentacles reversed. Okay. So, yeah, this looks pretty straightforward. This whole chunk right here, we've got two strength reverses. Anyway, we've got two of those, and that is exactly what it sounds like. When we talk about strength, we're usually talking about inner strength, meaning confidence. The strength to get through something, even when it's difficult or you feel like you can't. Actually, I should mention too, I've been posting a lot of YouTube shorts. So, and each of those short little videos, I've been going really in depth into what each card means. So I did one on Strength Reverse. So if you'd like to go check that out, I would highly recommend it. But for right now, I can guess from the Oracle card too. Yeah, I think you've just been dealing with a lot. And I mean, looking at these two cards as well, Two of Pentacles reversed, that's just about things being very out of balance, feeling disorganized or overwhelmed, like you just kind of can't keep your head straight, you know, just because you have so much on your hands, so much to deal with. And then with the King of Wands reversed, it tells me that you might be having too high of expectations for yourself. That, I mean, usually King of Wands typically can refer to like having high expectations for other people, overwhelming other people, but in this case it's definitely about yourself. I think being too harsh with yourself, expecting too much of yourself, setting too high of expectations for yourself because you're just not seeing things clearly for what they are. And yeah, the time for a nap, that just, it means that whatever you're doing right now, it's in your best interest to step back. Because, and as we'll see here, in this case, you're better off pausing so you can get a much better perspective and really look at everything. And by just kind of continuing to just like force your way through it, you're actually doing more harm than good. And by taking this nap, taking this rest, it'll specifically help you with your strength. It'll make you much stronger, more confident, more sure of yourself, you know, more powerful going forward. So yeah, over here, 9 of Cups with the 10 of Pentacles reversed. 10 of Pentacles is all about broken dreams, you know? 9 of Cups is such a lovely card. As you can kind of tell from the sky, it's about being abundant, being stable. It has a feeling of like luxury, you know, like I want it, I got it, you know. And 10 of Pentacles is the opposite of that. It's really wanting something to happen and not either like it not working out, or you just kind of gave up on it, or for whatever reason it just didn't happen, and it's that like disappointment, that frustration. So what this tells me here is that there is a light at the end of this tunnel. There is something to work for, and there's something that's, you know, this like beautiful abundance and all of that good stuff, like it's there. But if you keep, you know, with these negative thoughts that this is leading you towards, it's gonna get in the way of this. You're not gonna be able to get to this. So by taking a step back, taking a rest, letting things play out, not needing to be so in control of things or just overbearing. And like I said in here, I think specifically this is really just your own negative thoughts towards yourself. If you can like relax with that, then you'll be able to kind of flip this so we can get this nice 9 of Cups that's waiting for you. I'm going to go ahead and pull another card just so we can see, is there any like other advice, anything you can be focusing on instead of all of this negativity? What would be more helpful for you? Oh. Sorry, that was my mistake. Ace of Wands, okay. So Ace of Wands is all about like the spark of an idea, the spark of, you know, passion and ambition. So I think if you can step back from all of this and just kind of realign yourself with how you felt at the beginning, you know, what made you want to do all of this? What is it that you love about this? What is it that makes you feel ambitious and passionate, you know? Because we don't want this spark to go away, right? We just want to be able to, you know, it's like a wildfire, right? We recognize that wildfires can be very helpful. They're a very great tool for, I don't know, whatever people use wildfires for. But also they can get very out of hand very quickly, and they can become very destructive, right? So it's about being in control of that. So I think just revisiting the beginning. Like I said, what made you want to do all of this? What is it that you're working for? What is it that gets you excited and creative? That's a great thing to focus on right now. Okay, well, I'm sorry that you're feeling this way. That's a very frustrating feeling, I understand. But even amongst all of this, I promise there is this lovely, lovely little light at the end. So I hope you can find the strength to keep working towards that, even though that's a lot easier said than done. I know, but I'm rooting for you. I believe in you. But if you have any questions about this, or if you'd like any part of this clarified, please let me know. You can leave a comment, or you can just reach out to me, whichever you prefer. The best place to reach out to me is on my TikTok at The Witch of Jasmine. You can reach out to me on Instagram. I have a little account on there. I don't really like Instagram, but I'm happy to have it open. If that's what's accessible to you, go ahead and reach out to me there. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye!